How did you get here so fast? Oh my gosh, mod party. It's just the mods. I have had wild hair today and I don't know what its deal is. I've got like 3 little baby hairs that are just like throwing a party and I'm trying to kick them out. I'm trying to be like, no parties allowed, and it's really annoying. Ugh. Hello. Welcome. I kind of want to put on like a jacket because I don't have anything like fun on. I'm just like in a white tank top. I'm like doing the least. Bare minimum effort. That's okay. Bare minimum effort. There you are. Hello. Oh, did it not populate? I was just saying like, oh my gosh, you guys are here first. Mod party. It might have like checked out for a second because sometimes it does that. Hi. Do you guys all get a notification when I go live on here? Is that like a thing? I really hate how YouTube Shorts goes from like 0 to like 54 people within a second. Hi. Awesome. I love that it tells you all. Thank you all so much for being here. I have nothing planned for today. I laid outside in the sun. I'm very tired. I literally swam in my pool today. It was delightful. And now I'm just like, I'm tired. Who's my favorite character from Has Been? Honestly, somebody asked me this last time I streamed, and I feel like Charlie is my favorite. She's kind of a tryhard, and I kind of love that for her. Love the outfit. Thank you. It's literally a tank top and pants. It's not that exciting. Not that exciting. I did a Skims clothing review today, and I messed up bad. Like all the swimsuits are like the wrong size, so I messed up, but that's okay. Was my hair this curly? No. Chrissy did my hair today. Anytime my hair looks good, just automatically assume I had nothing to do with it because I can't ever get my hair to look good. It's not in my skill set. It's not in my repertoire. Yeah, I can't do it. I am not good at the hairs. Not good. So my big thing to announce is keep an eye out on the YouTube members. My plan is to have it all done by tomorrow. My video should be up and ready to go. I'm probably gonna publicly drop the like, hey, members tiers video tomorrow just to kind of like remind people that I do have a members tier. Literally the bottom tier will be $1. So any and all support would be greatly appreciated. So that'd be super awesome. I'm also gonna be updating like the Patreon for my podcast Delulu Canoe. I want to do a vertical live stream on Delulu at some point, but I kind of want to figure out like if I go live on there, what do I want to talk about? So then that way it's not just me being like, hi, Delulu Canoe here. Do I know of current members? Yes. So if you are a current member on YouTube, you'll have to re-pick a tier because as soon as I update them, it deletes all current members. Yeah, the emotes are up. I got some of the emotes going, but I'm gonna fix the tier because I think right now it's $2 for emotes. So I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, oh, they're so cute. The little Snorlax hype. Is the like the hydrate one and all that, is that one working? I got to pick like the keywords for them too today. It was really fun. Yes, look at that cute little hydrate bottle. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're so small though. I wonder, is there any way I can make them bigger? I guess not because it's supposed to be like an emote. So I'm a little bummed about the Frickle Frack one. That one's like tiny. But it's okay. I get the point. I get the Frickle Frack point. It's fine. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute ones. Okay, they look great. They look so good. Love the emotes. Me too. I'm so excited because then you guys will be able to use them when I'm streaming. So that way we don't have like hydrate points anymore. we'll have the hydrate bottle instead. So you guys are more than welcome to use that during the gaming streams. I also feel like I want to do a thing where if you're on the $25 like tier, I kind of feel like I should allow those people to pick the next game I play or something. But I'm not sure. Can we rejoin already? No, because I have to like delete them and like remake them. Hello. Fifth Element movie cosplay? I don't know what that is. What's Fifth Element? I have no idea. Bye, coach. Bye. I'm also planning a big live stream on Sunday evening, depending on how tired I am from Saturday. I'm excited about that. What else? I have a lot of like, it's a big weekend for me, which I'm kind of excited about. Just because like, I don't know, I haven't had like a super busy weekend in a while. Just wear the dress. Yeah, Fifth Element is a great movie from a while ago. Oh, okay. I kind of thought he meant Elemental from the like Pixar. I thought that's what he was talking about at first. How do I look sleepy? Girl, I just finished with Celsius. I'm wired. I would say people can suggest new games. You're not forced. Good point. I like that. Like maybe that'll be the top one. Because I don't know, the whole point is I want to get more people coming to the streams and like watching me play games or interacting with me a little bit more. Like it would be great to see more people in there. So we'll see if like the emotes and the members and like me drawing more attention to it will help out. I also feel like maybe I need to post a little bit more about the streams. But where would I do that? Like where unanimously would you guys like me to post like, hey, I'm going to be live streaming this game today? Like, is that more of like a Discord thing? Should I post more on my Instagram about it? Like where do you guys tune in the most? Thanks, Rosie. My friend who's really good with hair did it for me because I am terrible at hair. Also, look at how awful my nails look. Like they are so grown out and I finally cut them. I'm like, I want nails again that I can do things with. But I'm thinking of letting the polish like grow out so that way I can just have like my actual fingernails again. So yeah, I want them to like rest. Rest fingernails, you know? Usually check Instagram. Okay, I would post on IG. Like on the main feed or like somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Like on the main feed or in the stories. I tune in whenever I can. I am a Dare addict. Oh, you enjoy the Delulu podcast? Thank you. Aw. That makes me so happy. I put so much energy and effort into Delulu Canoe, and I still mess things up on there. Like, ugh. We're still, we have our footing, but we're just very new. And I think a lot of people get discouraged when they don't see like big numbers on the video. They kind of go, oh, it must not have been a good episode. But it's like so the opposite. Like I feel like there's so many good little nuggets of information, especially like the social media episode. I spent so long writing that one and it has like the least amount of views out of all of the videos. But I'm not worried about it because I think I'm going to send that one to a bunch of my girlfriends that always constantly ask me social media questions. And even one girl on Instagram the other day asked me like, oh, what do you recommend for this, this, and this? And then I sent her that podcast. I was like, listen to this when you have a spare time, grab a notebook and a pen and like just write down the basics. And she was so overwhelmed and excited with the video. Like she was like, oh my gosh, this was so helpful. Thank you so much. So it really helped me out that she watched it. Yay. Hooray. New takes time to grow. Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially like close to me, there's been a lot of like my friends being like, oh, like your podcast is like, it's like taking a while to get going, isn't it? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's the beast of YouTube. And I don't think a lot of people understand how YouTube works. And like, not gonna lie, I don't 100% always understand how YouTube works, but people join YouTube and make content because they have like a passion for it, or they feel like they have a message to spread, or they just really enjoy the platform. But like, they don't get that YouTube is so slow moving. Especially for me, because like I'm trying to diversify my audience a little bit more and get more females on my platforms. So I don't mind that it's being slow, or that, excuse me, or that it's like taking time. Because I want the audience that like watches my content to like feel connected. I really want to build community. Hang on, I got a text I gotta reply to. Okay. I think your podcast is very interesting. Cool, thanks. You planted the seed, it takes sunlight, water, and time to watch it grow. Yeah, numbers aren't everything. Small numbers can still have a big impact. Yeah, and I'm already like really wanting to start reaching out to like sponsors and like finding people that also are fascinated by the podcast or like it and that sort of thing, because I do think that it's nice to have a platform where I'm taken a little bit more seriously and I get to have a voice on it, which I don't have a platform like that. So that froze. That could have been bad. Wait, what happened? As long as you enjoy it and you're passionate about it, it will definitely grow. Cosmo's great balance. Yeah, I love having Cosmo on because like his opinion on things is so different than mine. And that's why I took so long starting the podcast, because I always wanted to find someone who like has similar and excited energy, but also doesn't just like agree with everything I say. Like that's what's interesting about podcast dynamic, is that you need someone who has good work ethic, who is available, who's excited to be there, but also just brings a different point of view. And I think that was like the biggest setback with a lot of my close friends, is that we all agree on the same things. And not to be crass, but like you don't just want to be like talking to each other and pumping each other up. Like you want to have a little bit more of like a debate, as opposed to just like, yeah, I agree with you. Because that's when you start having like those dude podcasts, which I hate to call them that, but like when guys start a podcast and they just have their friend on and all they do is like bash women, and they're like, oh, women suck, or they're like, oh, like we should be doing this and this. It's like, well, no wonder you feel like you're right all the time and you don't take a lot of accountability. And there's some women podcasters out there too that are like this, so it's not just a dude thing. But like they kind of get into this like circle jerk of like everything I say is true because the people around me agree, when it's like it's okay to be open-minded and it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to say something publicly and then come back out later and say, I misspoke, or I said this thing wrong, or I was uneducated on this. Like that's part of being people. Obviously, like don't hurt anyone and don't, try not to be offensive, but like there's going to be a time where I'm going to misspeak. Like there's tons of times already currently that I misspeak on my podcast. So it is what it is. That's like part of the game. When you put yourself out there, you're opening yourself up for criticism. And the best part about it is like having another host that also like brings a different perspective. Cosmo can cosplay the heck out of most characters. I know, right? So great to see from a guy that likes the idea of cosplay. Yeah, and I like that like he already has his own YouTube channel and his own thing that he gets to like control the narrative and like creatively make things that he wants to create. But on Delulu, he gets to just like be himself and like focus on like his opinion and just like, it creates a nice dynamic of him and like his thought process and those kind of things. Yes, be sure to like the stream. It definitely helps me out. And also don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I would greatly appreciate it, because more subscriptions means more possibilities and opportunities for me. Also helps me get sponsorships. So your free view and your free pressing of the subscribe button really does help. So thank you. Don't just like the stream, everybody. Love it. We'll click the like button, I also have a lot to do for Delulu because I have an episode I have to watch tonight to key it up in the next week. We have a dating advice podcast that's coming out, which I can't wait for. I kind of want to do like a you guys submit like dating questions. I think it'd be really fun. 3 dots, top right to like. Yeah, there. Top right. So it's probably there. I don't know. Good job, Jonathan. Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much. And also we do have a Patreon for Delulu Canoe. I'm currently in the process of barely starting to get merch going. Ugh, merch is such a nightmare because you want to partner with a company that really cares about their creators. And I just don't want to join a company to make easy, quick merch and then it be like crappy quality. Like I've done merch before and then I didn't get screwed over. My audience got screwed over because they all paid for merch that never came. So, yeah, still working on that. It's been a bit of a struggle. Also water. Ugh. And I've already had my final meal for the evening. So I'm doing intermittent fasting. So basically you start eating at a certain time in the day and then you stop eating at a certain time. And it has been difficult, but yeah, it's a thing. So I'm just working on that. Thanks, Morgan. But yeah, just trying to do my best. Doing my best. I still have to upload some content. Gotta upload some content. Other thing is the postage price for merch, which is why it would be, you skip breakfast entirely. That's like my favorite meal of the day, Jonathan. You skip it entirely? That like kind of makes me sad for you. Like who doesn't love pancakes, you know? It's difficult the first 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, it is very difficult the first couple weeks. Girl dinner is iced coffee. Oh, nice. Merch could be a gear grinder. That's not a bad one. I should actually write that down. I don't know where that notebook went. Oh, it's actually up here. Fasty 2, just eating faster. So far, it's working great. Awesome. Pancakes, waffles, and bacon. Like, yes, so good. I'm trying to decide what editor I should have take over this one. I really want to start uploading like twice a week on Dare Wears, but like one, I don't have the financial means to upload twice a week. And two, like, oh, it would be so great. Because I have so many great ideas and like, I just want to get my channel booming again. Flapjack sponsorship. I mean, I don't think it works that way. Lost me at avocado. Oh, it's bikini season. You can upload so many videos. I know, right? Like, should I just like mad upload like a bunch of swim videos? That might not be a bad idea. Because I could edit, like, what I could do is I could take the videos and then edit them myself and then send them to my editor for like final retouches and just put out like a ton of like swim reviews. But I don't know, that's not necessarily the point that I'm aiming for right now, is that like I'm trying to do more like clothing reviews and those kinds of things. Because I don't just want to like cater to like, look at me in a swimsuit, you know? Question for Dare about dating. When can this, oh boy, but I hope the person you find, oh, thanks. Thanks. Well, I'm single, so. Single. Ooh, biscuits and gravy is awesome. So delicious. Yeah, so I have a dating advice podcast episode coming out, and I should actually go to the patrons and see if they have any like quick questions. Maybe a swim season could be okay. I don't know. I just don't want to bring too many dudes to the page. You're trying to get away from that. Yeah. I don't mind so much about like swimwear content. It was more of like the lingerie that people were like getting really carried away with. But I don't mind doing like a swimwear review every once in a while. Recently watched your costume review and I kind of want to check out their website. Oh yeah, go do it. The neighbor cat is here. I'm going to open my door if she wants to come in. I'm just going to leave that open. If you want to come in, it's up to you. My neighbor has a cat that just likes to break into my house. And by break in, I mean I leave the door open and she sneaks in. So I'm just gonna... She's just chilling. I kind of want to take a picture. She looking at me though. She's like, I don't know, fam. I don't know, fam. I'm gonna take a picture of this cat. Okay, ready? Valentina. There she is. Got her. Okay, my zoom is terrible, but like, look at her. Look at that fat cat. Look at that little chubber kitty. Like, why she gotta look at me like that? Feed the cat? No. I don't think we should feed like somebody else's pet. I think she's coming in. I think she's coming over. My bedroom door is shut, so she won't get out. We'll see if she comes in. The cat is back. Yeah. I just don't think you should feed somebody else's pet because like you don't want to make them sick. Do you have squirrels? I don't have any squirrels. Hello. Oh, she's coming in. Hello. I think she's going to look at my suitcase. You want to see? Hello. Where's she going? There she is. There she is. All right, I'm gonna let her do her thing. Maybe she'll come up on the bed with me in a little bit. She's like in the box over there. I am allergic to cats, yes. But like, I don't know. I just wash my hands after she leaves and I'm usually okay. Oh, she's gonna go through my closet. Don't bite my belt. Kitty, kitty, kitty. You can always ask your neighbor. Yeah, I might. I wonder if Chrissy's still here. Kind of want to text her and be like, you still here? Because she loves Valentina. Hang on, I kind of want to open my door and see if Chrissy's still here. Valentina's in my room if you want to see her. Yes, I do. I would just move slowly because she's very skittish today. Do I go in the living room? Yeah, you can go. Hi, little baby. Okay, bye. Aw, she left.
Too hot and heavy, too fast.
I know, she's very shy lately.
Oh, Valentina beans. Oh my god, it's gonna crawl. Come here, you little weird.
Aw.
Cross-eyed.
Yeah, she's so shy lately. Like, she used to just hang out and meow a lot more.
Yeah, she was all
She's
scared.
growing
Like,
up.
okay, I can see what's up, but I don't care.
Did she leave the backyard? I can't see. Well, we tried. Yeah, let's take a peek. Aw. Yeah, this cat used to just kind of like come in here and like hang out and like meowed a lot, but lately she just hasn't really been, she hasn't been vibing. No, Chrissy's fine. She's just busy. What about mosquitoes? Was that a problem? Oh my God, the mosquitoes were so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got no squirrels here. I haven't seen a lot of mosquitoes yet, but that could develop as like more of the plants and things in like the pool outside, because don't mosquitoes like the pool, I think. Oh, that breeze is cold. It's quite chilly outside. It's like I live in the desert. It's like I live in the desert now. I think Chrissy found her because she hasn't come back yet. Allergies, yeah, I'm actually like really allergic to cats, but I still let in my neighbor cat because she, well, first of all, she broke into my house because I left the back door open one day and she like snuck in. I was like, whose cat is this? But then I just started leaving my back door open in case she wants to come in. Because the neighbors, I brought her out one day and was like, is this your cat? And they were like, yeah. Did she come over? And I was like, yeah. And they just like didn't care. So now I just leave the back door open. But I just don't think you should feed somebody else's pet, especially because like they're cool with her coming in my house and they have no issue with it, but doesn't mean they're cool with me feeding their cat, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you make friend? I think Chrissy made a friend. Oh, she ran away.
No.
Oh,
She was over here a minute ago.
kitty on the wall. Kitty on the wall. She's like, I'm scared. Scaredy cat. No scaredy cat. You see her over there? She's like, I'm out.
Okay, bye. Fall over it.
Oh, did you get to pet her at least?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Good. Oh, that's great. She's a silly kitty.
So pretty. My day isn't complete unless I've got
I
one
saw.
cat.
I know. As soon as I saw her, I was like, did Chrissy leave? Is that like every time Chrissy leaves, Valentina pops by. I'll leave the back door open if she wants to come in again. But let me grab a jacket.
I didn't head out, so.
Oh, okay. Well then, maybe I'll shut it so she learns that only when I'm here. Yeah, it's really cold with that door open. Aw. Maybe you can get some plants that scare mosquitoes away. Maybe. That would be interesting. You have 2 cats. I do like cats. I'm more of a dog person, but obviously I'm not that much of a dog person because I don't have a dog. So I think you have to have that animal in order to say you are that kind of a person. But yeah, she already knows. She's like, I just came over to smell all your goodies. The sun is almost down. Yeah, right? Love the jacket. Thank you. I got it at Target. This is like my one Pokemon Target purchase that actually still fits. Every other Target purchase I got is too small, so I got rid of it. Marigolds help keep mosquitoes away. Oh, really? Honestly, I'm not a dog person, but I have a dog. How did that happen, Blue? You're like, I am not a dog person, but oops, dog. Because at this place, you can control everything. I know, right? It's so nice that I can like adjust everything to how I want it to be, which is great. But it's also like really, like I've gotten like super lazy. Oh, thank you for the $1, Great Stony. Are you just tipping $1, or are you should become a member for $1? Save your $1 and become a member. You get better rewards for it. But yeah, that's I've just gotten like really lazy with things. Like I tend to just like let things go instead of like trying to get them fixed or, you know, actually getting stuff done with the house because I like there's no time restraint. It's not like, oh, I'm renting or I have this thing. Like I just don't have any specific end dates for things, which is why I still have boxes in my living room. And it's completely my fault and I'm very aware of it, but I'm a busy person. It's tough to make time for those things when I'm like always on the go or always doing something. Would you do an Agent Honeydew cosplay from Dexter's Lab? I don't know what that is. Like Dexter's Laboratory? Like the cartoon? It's not really a dog person, but I kind of inherited a mini Dash. Aw. Somehow they keep the mosquitoes away in St. Paul. Interesting. Do I have a talent? Yes, I do sing. I do that. Is the YouTube membership available now? No, but I could try to, well, I would have to be on my PC. I could go sit at my PC and do this actually. Look her up. Yeah, I know that character. Oh. Yeah. She has a monkey sidekick. And you roller skate. I do. Well, I technically roller blade. When does my class start? I'm not going to class tonight. I'm skipping. Class started 15 minutes ago, and I was like, nah. I'm actually just taking a break for the next month. Chrissy, you did so well with the hair. I'm obsessed. Thanks. Yay, Chrissy, you did good. Everyone says the hair looks great. Yay. Yay. Yeah, I haven't gone ice skating in a while too. My skates are still sitting at like that skating rink. They probably already donated them because I waited too long. I am the worst. Why am I taking a break? Well, I've been in this acting class for 4 years now, consistently. So I just decided I want a little break. Plus, I'm you know, I kind of want my Tuesdays because I go to the studio to work on my album 2 days a week. And then I live stream 2 days a week on my YouTube channel. And then I have one night where I completely get off the internet at a certain time. So that way I can actually have like an evening to myself. And then I usually live stream on Sundays also for my pay platform. So it's like I'm constantly working and I'm like notoriously always online. Which is a bit of a problem, a little bit of an addiction for this person. But I just don't really have like a day where I get to just like enjoy and like, I feel like I do a lot of stuff and it's just starting to take a little bit of a toll on my mental health. Like, I don't know. I need to like relax a little bit more and, you know, not like kill myself to get so much stuff done, you know? Have I tried out for American Idol? No, but I did America's Got Talent when I was 16, and I got nowhere with it. So if that tells you anything. 4 years, do you get a bachelor's degree now? No, I don't have any degrees. I went to community college for like a year, and then I couldn't afford it, so then I dropped out and became a content creator instead. Whee! It's really great. I really want Chick-fil-A. Well, I can't help you with that. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. You do need to take a break every once in a while. Yeah. College football girl? Me? No. Mm-mm. I don't do sports ball. No sports ball for me. Can Chrissy make an appearance? I don't know that she wants to. I think she's good. She got her appearance with the cat. Almost done with CC. I don't have a degree. Welcome to the no degree team. Yeah. Build your own shiz. Yeah, that's kind of the next goal is I want to really focus on Delulu Canoe and get that going. Like we have our first live event on Saturday, which I'm so excited for May the 4th. Really want to work on that and like just keep growing Delulu Canoe because I think that could be a long time investment. I'm getting a film degree. Oh, okay, that's cool. Getting better at it every day. Love that, Jonathan. My big goal in the next 2 years is I want to actually do an investment property, but instead of like Airbnb-ing it, I want to use it as like a peer space or like make a podcast studio, which I don't know anything about podcast tech equipment, but my goal is to like have a photo shoot space or a podcast space, depending on where my excitement is at the time. Like if the podcast is doing really well and I want to do it somewhere else, that could be cool to build it somewhere else and then have other people pay me to help produce their podcast in that space. But also, because I have like a photographer friend, I think it would be cool to invest in a property and build a photo shoot studio and then hire him to help me run it, because I don't have all the time in the world to like maintain a property, but I think one of my friends actually could have that as like maybe not like a full-time, but a part-time gig. And then anytime I want to book and shoot there, I would have the ability since it's my location. And then that way I wouldn't have so much pressure on myself when it comes to content creating. Like I would have another source of income that, yes, I would have to manage and maintain, but it's something I'm passionate about that it would be worth it in the long run. Plus, like, I don't see content creating going anywhere. I don't see it leaving. I don't see it like not existing in the next like 10 to 20 years. If anything, I think the opposite. And I ideally want to have this location and charge like rock bottom prices, because people are going to choose the less expensive location over the most expensive one. Thanks. Growing up, I always wanted to work at Pixar. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so it's kind of like my long-term goal is to do something like that. I would also like to have my own production company and make my own films, whether it be in partnership with a current production company, or something that would just like provide me making films and getting a small budget for them and making really cool stuff, like telling people stories. And maybe that's just YouTube. Like maybe that's where YouTube is going to go for me, where I just like develop more, I don't know, things. I'm not sure. You can rent the studio out when you're not using it. Exactly. So then that way I'm not just like solely relying on me and my looks and my everything. Plus, as much as I love working from home, I find myself staying home now more than ever, which isn't a bad thing, but I also find that it's really adding to my anxiety about like going out into the world. So it would be really great to, drive to work. And I think it would also really help me differentiate, like, I'm going to work now, because I find myself constantly working all the time and it's a little debilitating. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that ask me, especially on Instagram, they're like, why are you single? And like, like, why don't you ever like show the guys you date? And the biggest part of that is that I spent the last 5 years building social media for myself. And yes, it's taken care of me. And yes, I love the relationships I have with all my fans and like people. I love it. But also like it's taken a toll on my dating life. Like I don't have a partner. And I would argue that that's because my job comes first. And I never allowed a partner or another person or a pet. Like I legit don't have a pet because my job comes first. And I think that that is a choice that I made, and I'm happy I made that choice. But also at the end of the day, I'm like, gosh, I'm, at the end of the day, I'm lonely. Not like desperately, but like it's true. Like I don't have anybody who asks me about my day, and I don't have anybody that cares when I don't book an audition or cares when something that I invest my time and energy into falls through. And sure, I like that's the choice I made. That's no one else's fault. So it's, food for thought. Sound studio is needed for the other 2 parts, podcast, film, photo. Yeah, but I could build one. Like, I'm in single as well, but I'm focusing more on my goals. But I want to date somebody working in the industry. That makes sense. Not working home would make the difference between work and private life more apparent. Yeah, and I think that like I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Like I'm not in a big hurry, but I do think in the next 2 years that's something I want to do. Is like really create that divide. And I don't want it to take away from my time online. Like I still love live streaming. I still love doing all these other things. Like I'm not going to cut back on how much content I produce. I think it's more of like me maybe not watching so many YouTube videos in a day. Like I'm so addicted to watching YouTube. It's like embarrassing. And also like just allowing myself, like I got really good that there's one night a week where at like 8 o'clock, I completely unplug and maybe I tie up a few loose ends and I finish a couple of things, but there's a lot of time where there's a lot of times where that night I'm offline and I want to have that for myself on like, okay, Tuesdays I'm done at this time. Wednesdays I'm done at this time. Like I really want to work on that with myself. To be happy in a relationship, you have to be happy knowing you're not going to get everything you want. Yeah, I mean, that's not what I was talking about at all. I was, that has nothing to do with anything I just said, but sure, yes. A partner can be a crutch though. It can help you get by or not be there when you really need it. Yeah, for sure. That's the ticket the dopamine can get you. Yeah, for sure. What do you think of LA guys? Maybe YouTube videos are better than the guys. I mean, I guess like that's definitely a thought, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little, it would be nice to like have a partner, you know? So you want the option to step back if you want to. Yeah, for sure. I haven't really had a lot of bad run-ins with LA guys, but I also haven't had a lot of good ones. Like they've been neutral. I haven't really met anybody who's like my type, so to speak. Like I think it's really hard to find someone who like one gets your sense of humor, two has something that they enjoy doing, so they're not just like, glumming onto you. But I feel like the biggest setback for me personally is that so many guys, I mean, not so many, but like guys look at my social media and like think maybe they don't think I'm famous, but I don't know. They put me on a pedestal saying that like I'm the perfect girl or I'm the perfect person. And like the thing is I'm not. Like I have so many flaws. I have so many things that I'm really good at or I'm terrible at or like, I'm just as much of a person as anybody else is. And I think a lot of people when I do go out with them, if they're aware of my social media, like there's a bit of like a power imbalance, and I don't know if I would want to date another influencer or not to like make that imbalance work out. Like it's complicated. It's very complicated. Did I mention I visited Walt Disney Animation? You did not mention that, but that's cool. Remember you saying a while ago that you wanted to cut back on DMs. Did that ever happen? I mean, it did. It sort of did. And then LF kind of came into the picture. And then I started working on that because, like, so the main reason why I started LF is that my Patreon at the time with my content, my noodle stuff, wasn't performing as well. And it's mainly because Patreon doesn't like noodle girls on their platform. So I was like, okay, well, I will pivot and put my podcast on there because Patreon loves podcasts. So we're going to do that. But then I started LF because LF has a way better referral program than like anywhere else. So LF allows me to like, basically, if I refer a person to join the site, I get like a certain percentage that it comes out of LF's pocket and it lasts for a lifetime. Where OF, it used to be a lifetime, but now it's only for a year. So if I wanted to, per se, which I don't know that this is going to happen if I'm being honest, but say in like 5 years, I decide I'm done making content, I would rather step back and like do something else. I could step back and keep referring people onto the platform and continue to make money off that referral. Is it going to be the same amount as what I'm making being a content creator? Absolutely not. Like they're not even going to be in the same realm. But if I, want to take a step back and like focus on other things, but like still make an income, I essentially don't really need to have a typical 9 to 5 job. Plus, I know the owners of LF that if I ever decided to completely quit, I bet they would absorb me. I mean, I don't know, but like I could apply to help them, promote their company, or like maybe I could be a marketing manager for them. Like there's so many other different angles and ways. So I'm technically not like looking to leave anytime soon, but it's great to have the option. Going with another social media person might be too much social media bubble. Yeah, definitely. That'd be hard for you to get a boyfriend. You're allowed to be picky. I mean, you don't know that. What if I smell bad or something? You don't know. You don't know me like that, Michael. Both parties should be in their own people, but complimentary. Yes. So many friends working in the animation industry. Awesome. Would you ever date a down-to-earth guy? That's the whole point of what I just said. I'm very picky about going out with people too because of your allergies. Interesting. Passive income is always welcome. Yeah. What's after social media? That's exactly what I just talked about. So you'll have to watch the VOD later because I don't want to repeat myself. Think you should do whatever you want to do, which is what I'm currently doing. So needy and desperate that they'll date anyone. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, long story long, I kind of fell into LF and it's like really working out. Like I'm not mad at it at all. Just excited to be there and excited to be, you know, on the platform. And like I'm not as like, I don't know. I'm just still like working with it and riding the wave and having a good time doing it. I feel like I'm updatable because of my old personality. What? You're crushing it. Thanks. Thank you. I need some water. Oh, I have talked so much today. Everything about doing more of an agency role for influencers. No, because I don't think so. I don't know how to say this. I don't think that I'm connected enough to run an agency for other creators. Like, I don't have enough of the hookups, so to speak. Does that make sense? Like, I don't have enough connections to like help make somebody else successful. Same an agency, I think you might accidentally hit enter. I think like an agent has to be like severely connected. Ooh, a lawyer. That'd be interesting. Film troupe. Yeah, I definitely think I could like still be a producer of some sort, like Robin Bain. She's the one who made Girls on Film. And she did Girl Lost. So that was the film I starred in. And like she's a great example of like women in the industry being actresses and then growing into being directors and producers. You need to be super connected. Yeah. Yeah, I think in order to be like a model agent, truly, I don't think you should become an agent if you don't have any connections. Like that's the big reason people sign with agents. That's why agents get a cut of your income when you're signed under them, is that because they have a connection that they can either put you in front of for an audition, get you in a show, you know, those sort of things. And I think yeah, I think that's the big mistake with a lot of these like dudes running OF agencies, is that they don't have any connections and they're also not very good at business or like managing, you know? They're just like, I can make you lots of money, let me do the thing. And it's like, okay. Thought you had quite the connections. I mean, I do, but the thing is that like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think it's a good fit. I don't think I would ever become like an agent for a modeling agency or like a talent agency. Because like one, I'm still climbing that ladder myself as a talent. I think as I get more in demand and get more roles and more opportunities, I think that could be a great way to go. But currently, I wouldn't say that like I could recommend a friend and get them into a show or like a television show or a web series or like a runway show. I mean, I've gotten people into runway shows, but those don't pay. So yeah. Yes, like the stream. We're only at 60 likes. Networking is important, yes. Hit the like button. Yes, hydrate. Thank you, Robert. I will. Very thirsty. The 3 dots in the top to like. Yeah. Do the thing. Do the thing. My teeth look so white on this green backdrop, and I'm kind of living for it. I'm like, yes. Look at all those cute little emotes. I love the little Pikmin ones. Should I ask the artist to make the 2 other little Pikmins, like the little buds? Or do you like them just as like the yellow flower one? I need to go through my emails and reach out to Raid Shadow Legends like right now. Oh, little Yoshi. How do you develop screen magnetism? Acting mostly or how? What do you mean by that? Like screen magnetism? Like as in like people being interested to me or I'm interesting? What do you mean? You need a blue and a red Pikmin? Yeah. Would you want it as like the leaf then the bud? But would you guys, I can only get so many. We need more people on the members tiers. We need more $1 members because then it unlocks more spaces for emotes. You are a great actress. Oh, thank you. Having good on-screen presence. Well, gosh. I mean, I've been acting since I was 10. I lived in Minnesota back then, so there wasn't like as many opportunities. But like I've been on camera legit since I was like 10 years old, and I feel like I've tried every trope in the book. Like I've tried being young and childish and being funny, and I've tried being plain, I've tried being boring and serious. And ultimately, it just boils down to like just being yourself and just being authentic and realizing that like you're a person and that you're going to make mistakes. And I think that's what makes people like attracted to you or like magnetized to you is when you just drop the bullshit and just be you. And people that don't like you for you are going to leave, you know, like they're not going to stay and watch you. Like it is what it is. It's kind of like the Jennifer Lawrence effect where she was so quirky and funny and fun and bleh and all that. And it worked for so long. And then people just got tired of it because then it was her trope was being funny and bleh and doing all the things. And I like food and bleh, you know, like when she was really pushing it and like trying to control the narrative, like it worked when she was just, that was just who she was. So, yeah, it's a thing. How many members? More members can always be arranged for 1 month though. Wait, what do you mean? The member, I think we need 16 members on that bottom tier. That long. Wow, I learned something. Yeah, I think I want to say the first thing I did when I was 10 was a commercial. It was like a local on TV commercial. And then I remember I did something for the news, like they did a news segment on my house and they had me do like a fun little like woo thing. And then that's when I started doing pageants. Like I've been on camera for a long time. White teeth power. Instagram was my first introduction to you. I think a lot of people find me on Instagram, which is interesting. Interesting. If you want to be single for a long time, you have the right to be. That's kind of like the opposite of what I was trying to say is that like I would like to go on more dates and I would like to do more things. I thought emote numbers were based on subscriber numbers, not members. No, like in order to unlock more of like the emotes that you guys are using, I have to have like 16 members on the bottom tier. Stumbled on a clothing store ad you did when you were like 16. I wonder what that one was. Was it Plato's Closet? I'm like, Nifty, place me in front of a camera and I freeze. It's such a hard thing. Like, it's not easy. And then I had my YouTube channel since like 2012 or something ridiculous like that. So it, you know, it do the thing. I'm not sure how I discovered you, but I'm glad I did. Aw, thanks. Are you still practicing figure skating? No, I haven't gone in like over a year. Oh, I read the YouTube article on emotes wrong. Yeah, if you can get the emotes. I don't, it's like so confusing. That's why I was confused on like if like what tiers could have emotes and which ones couldn't. Where's Dare's checkmark on Instagram? I actually should apply for that again. Because I've now been in like a big enough movie that I should be verified. And my IMDb page is like bumping. So I'm gonna try again. I think once this album comes out, I think then I'll get verified. But how did I get into OF? Well, I was already on Patreon as an art noodle creator. So I was already on the platforms. I got discovered by Playboy when I was 18. So I was already like on their radar, on their website for a while. And it was just kind of the natural progression because Beyonce sang about it. 2020 happened. So I don't write bloop. I feel that. There are more pictures of Bigfoot than there are of me. That's funny. Screen cred building good for you. Yay. You've been saying that since I started watching your lives 2 years ago. Wait, what have I been saying? Oh, no. I know I do want to get verified so badly, but like I wonder if I'm just not like popular enough, you know? Like maybe just like having a bunch of followers like isn't enough anymore and like I don't know. Did you used to ice skate before Bloop? Oh. Your IG verified mark. I know. I used to be like really hyper fixated on being verified, and now I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is. It'll happen. More ice skating. Yeah, I just haven't had time to go. Need to get back to Universal Studios. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna upload some stuff while we're sitting here. Intro. The verify mark would help screen out fakes. I know, right? I'm trying, but I'll reapply for it again today. I always forget. Because you can only apply for it once every 30 days, I think. And then, you know who I remember told me? I know Courtney Tilla, she messaged me and told me like there's a certain time. It's like Thursdays at like 3. If you apply for it, that's when she got verified. It was like a weird time window that I never would have guessed, but I'll try again. You have 1 million now. At least Instagram's going really well. Yeah, I mean, like I have a bunch of followers over there, but like maybe that's just like not enough anymore. But now everyone can like pay for the blue check mark. So I think that they're just like waiting for everyone to cave and like pay for it. But I don't know. I think paying for it's like a little weird. I don't believe in it. You will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper place when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flouts. I've been talking so much today. My voice is like, ugh, girl. I've been a chatty Cathy today. Woo. Woo woo. Doink, doink. Pay for it? Yeah, a lot. That's why like there's a lot of smaller influencers that are verified because they pay for it. What else could you do on Instagram? What do you mean? Lemon tea? Oh, the lemon tea sounds good. Lemon tea with like ginger beer is like so good. Wicked awesome, yo. Yeah, whoa, lives earlier and more now. Yeah, 2 lives earlier. I know, right? Like I've been on it today. I think that's why my voice is like tender. Tender voice. Okay, that's gonna upload. Any stories about being discovered by Playboy? I mean, it wasn't that like it was really cool, but it wasn't as big of a deal as people make it out to be. It used to be a big deal, but not so much anymore. So they were doing covers, like the cover models for the different magazines. And there was this girl who like found Jesus and didn't want to do it anymore after they had already shot the cover. So they asked me like the month before, like, hey, you shot with one of our favorite photographers in the past. Do you want to do a Playboy cover? And we'll get you in. And I was like, yeah. And I was like all about Playboy for years. Like I wanted to go to the mansion. I wanted to do all those cool things. But by the time that like I was on the cover, Playboy was already on the downswing. Like I don't think they had sold the mansion at that point, but they were like on the verge of like kind of shutting stuff down. And now they have Playboy Plus and they have all these other like versions of Playboy, but it's obviously not like what it used to be. So yeah, it's like not what it used to be. And I'm okay with that. And I'm glad I did it because it really helped me stand out as like a model back then. It really got my foot in the door for like the noodle art community. And I liked it. It was really great. I would never, not do it. And then like 2 years ago, the actual like Playboy website or Instagram or whatever, whoever runs it reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to be on a cover? Like, we would love to have you. And then I just kind of decided at this point, at this stage, I don't know that I really want to do it just to do it and play by their rules. Like, I would rather wait till I'm, like kind of do it like Kylie Jenner did, where it's like you get to a point that like even if you're not completely unclothed in everything, people would buy it. And just do it more on my terms rather than on their terms. So yeah, that experience. I do have that experience. I'm gonna take out my ear cuff because it's starting to bother me. Didn't Playboy stop showing noodles? They did at one point and then they went back, but I was in it after they did that because that happened like years ago. Owie. I have this cute new little ear cuff and it was kind of like stabbing me. Isn't it cute? The little tears. I think Hef's daughter runs Playboy now. Yeah, I have no idea. Voice acting is a good direction for you. I'd like to do voice acting. I'm working on it. Just haven't quite got there yet. My ear's a little irritated. Irritated, get it? I know Sports Illustrated still a thing. Yeah, I've applied for Sports Illustrated like every October I do, but I don't ever get in on that one. So I think it's because I've done noodles. I think they're like, they highly curate who gets through on that. Ooh. Nice joke. Thanks. Thanks. Oh. Irritated. Still going strong. I know, and I have content to upload after this, so I thought I would just hang out for a little bit, answer some questions. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Oh my gosh, you know that, Camus? Oh my gosh. Okay, the guy that's helping me produce my album will not shut up about that joke, and it's so funny. He literally says it every chance he gets when we're in the studio. He'll hit the button and be like, this is Clem Fandango. And then he's like, yes, I know it's you. And he's like, all right, can you hear me? And he's like, yes. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, we've done that trope in the freaking booth so many times. And then like when he does it so much it annoys me, I'll do the thing at the end. It's all over your feed? I've never gotten it. I can't escape it. It's like, yeah. Oh, it's wild. Wild, wild, wild. Uploading more content. Woo woo. Doing all the things. Double multitasking. Like, what is this hair doing? It's a new growth, obviously. But like, it will not just stay. More cowbells, right? Have I ever done Fallout? I have not. I have not done a Fallout one. I could see with your own talk show. That would be really cool. It's a sitcom with Matt Berry. Oh, yeah. I don't know what it's from or anything about it. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to be the one you love. You know. After this, I'm going to film the try-on behind the scenes for LF is my next goal. So that way you all, once this Skims video comes out, will have something to watch. The Fallout AI is super fun. I know, right? I like it. Stop being so adorable. No! You should do a Fallout Vault outfit. Vault? I can't read. Vault outfit. I would buy it. Like a signed print of it, you mean? Stop. That's been stuck in my head. I'm so sorry. Did you watch the Fallout series? I have not yet. I'm still in the middle of Lost right now. What's the weirdest thing you've done on YouTube or OF? What is the weirdest thing? I don't think I've done a lot of weird things. I mean, I did package prankers and took a pie to the face. That was pretty weird. And I did it in my own living room, which was also kind of weird. Did you write your own songs for your album? Yes, I did. I've poured milk all over myself. Yeah, that's a pretty weird one, huh? Pay to see you cosplay as the classic version of Lara Croft. I know, everyone always asks for that one, so I might have to do that. What's your favorite part of season 1 of Fallout? I haven't seen it yet. Milk. Yeah, right? I got stuff in a Jeff Dunham rabbit hole. Oh, interesting. Toast of London. Matt Berry plays a small-time actor who does voice acting of one of his jobs. Clem Fandango is the studio assistant guy. Yes. 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 Yeah, so my upcoming album, I'm not the lead lyricist on it. I have someone who's helping me write all the songs, but they're all based on things that I've written before. So like I'll present her with a concept or like a story, and I'll write out the story and then she'll take it and put it into lyrics. So yeah, so that's kind of how that all goes down. And then like I have a producer that does all the music for me because like I don't know how to produce an album, you know, it's very different. Or a talk show called Dare to Be Different, maybe. No pet names, please. Thank you. The ghoul is definitely the best character. Oh, okay. Album's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for people to hear it. Like, how much of retail therapy did you write? 50%? Yeah, I'd say maybe a little less than 50%. Like, I came up with the hook, the like, don't get depressed, get dressed. That was me. And like the shopping online, yeah, spend that check. But like the RESPECT, like I didn't write that bit. I honestly didn't even like that bit because I thought it was too like, I feel like it was too like stolen from the RESPECT. I kind of felt that way about it, but the two other writers I was with back then really liked it, so we kept it. Yeah, it's just like very different. Like when, like this album, I have a lot more say in everything because it like because I am like they wanted to work with me and like I wanted to work with them, so it's more of a collaboration. Where before I was paying those producers to help make me a good song. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. I like that line too. It's funny. But yeah, I'm excited for this album. I feel like it's definitely going to be like more something that I want to do like tours with. And I'm having somebody in New York. I have another music producer who's a woman who's actually helping me produce a song for the album. That is like it's like a consent song, which is great. Very interesting. Yeah. So is it good or bad having more say? Does it make it more difficult? For me personally, because I have a very distinct sound and direction I want to go, it makes it easier because like I can just say exactly what's on my mind instead of being like, oh, what do you think? It's very like, no, I don't like it, or yeah, I love it. Is there a release date? Not currently. We're almost done with one of the songs completely. So once that one is completely done, I'm going to start working on the music video for it because that's going to be the one that announces the whole album. It's funny that you had less say while you're paying. Yeah, it's, how do I explain it? Like, it was my first time writing a song, so I was kind of leaning on the other two people to help guide and like give me direction. And they did do that. They did do a really good job of it, but it also kind of felt like it was just different. Like they were used to like, oh, we've got this idea, here we go. That's cool. My next con is Comic-Con Revolution. I didn't get tickets for D23. I wanted to go, but it sold out so fast. Is the sound different from retail therapy? Oh yeah, very different. It's a variety album, which basically means it's not one genre at all because my goal is to give it to a record label. and then have them either like pick me up to do a record, and like the goal would be to like have them to back me. Yeah, so I want to give them, so the goal is to do a variety album with like 10, maybe 11 songs, and then let everybody just like find what song they like best and see which one gets the most listens, and like me formulate an opinion on like what song do I love the best, what do I resonate the most with, and then I'll get to take that and then bring that to a record label, and then they can also have a say like, oh, we really liked this rock song you did, could you make a whole rock album? Or, oh, we really like this like hypnotic song that you wrote, maybe do a whole, couple songs just like this. So then that way it's basically, I'm taking like the different pieces and facets of me, of who I am, and the different layers, and I'm going, okay, here it all is, what do you like? So hope for some more rock songs. Aw, thanks. Actually, it's really funny because the day I went in and sang Heartbreaker for the fun of it, that day changed the course of the album. Like that one that you guys keep hearing where I'm doing the like, Heartbreaker, and the yow. When I did that, everybody in the studio was like, we need a rock song, because they didn't know I sang that one at karaoke. They had no idea, and I just didn't even think about it. I just wanted to do a warm-up and sing some fun funky songs that get me like jiving, and it like shook them. Like they were so shook by that. Would you accept to sign with a label for a full pop album, Britney Spears style? I think it just depends. Like every record label I approach with this album, they're all gonna want different things, and they're all gonna come back with a different vibe. And if I were to say what direction I want to go, I really want to tap into like the chapel vibe, where like she's in like cosplay while she's doing things, or the chapel vibe visuals. Who else? Or Melanie Martinez, like the fact that she wears the whole like outfit while she performs. I don't want to do that for a whole show, but I would really love to integrate like cosplay and like sexual positivity and like make that my trope, Any collaborations with Cody coming up soon? No, she's in New York right now, but you can watch the Delulu Canoe episode with her. I would love to take, let me see. Weren't for you, I wouldn't know who Snow Wife is. Oh, I love Snow Wife. I like that she's fucking honest. Like she will flat out say like, I cannot sing that. They call me an American Horror Show. She says flat out she cannot sing that live. And I'm like, thank you for being honest. So I don't think she sings that one live. I think she like puts her mic down. But I'm not 100% sure. One of the best songs a band did to get attention record label was Let Me Entertain You by Queen. Oh, I feel like that's an opinion. I don't feel like that's a fact though. When did you discover that you could sing? Probably when I was like 11, 12-ish. Because I was a really terrible singer when I was 10. I was very bad. Like my mom will even tell you, like, she used to be like, you're a nice singer, but you'll never be a great singer. And it's kind of an inside joke now. It's funny to laugh at. No, it's not, but interesting concept. What are your thoughts on just going independent? Why sign to a label when they own your work? You could crowdfund your album and do it yourself. I could. I think having a record label is great in the sense that like they have the connections to get you live shows. They have the experience of like, hey, you should charge this much per ticket. Like that's the reason I want a label. Ideally, is to have more guidance, because right now, like I'm doing the best I can, and I think the album's gonna do really great, and like I'm working on like finding a good PR team to really get it out there. I'm gonna try to find a way to like pay for like either Spotify or Apple Music or whatever to like when people log in that day to be like, have you heard this new artist? Like I'm really gonna try to like dig deep into my pockets to like really help push the album. And just get it out there a little bit more, because I do want to tour with this album, even if it's just like a couple cities in LA, it would be really great. I want to hire like actual musicians Like, I want to do it like full send kind of vibe. But I think having a record label, like after all that, would be great to have somebody who has the experience and the the guidance, you know. Vocal powers are growing. Yeah. What is your go-to karaoke song? I would say right now probably is Rolling in the Deep by Adele. Adele. Like Dolores or Jordan or Joan Jett. You don't have to be perfect voice. Yeah, you know. Have I ever heard of I have not heard of them. We all gotta start somewhere. Nor I would say I'm open to smaller labels. It just honestly, it just depends. Like I think right now because there's not a label in mind. There's not like this big pinnacle like I want to be with this label sort of vibe. It's more like I just want to see where the album takes me, you know, make this variety album, get it going, get it out there, and then see what comes to me because I think a lot of people will, I think a lot of labels will reach out. So we'll see. Ownership of the song depends on how the contracts are drawn up initially. I know one artist who founded a label specifically to help with artists to keep their works. Yeah. Also, you're moving these different directions. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that because, like, I think it's weirdly meant to be because, like, 2 years ago, I never thought I would be in this position of like writing my own album. Like this is like really crazy. And those of you that have seen my my last Q&A where I like answered questions about stuff, it was wild to me that like even like 2 years ago, I never would have like thought that I would be here. So I'm just like happy to be here, happy for the opportunity. Go independent. Yeah, you know, we'll see. It all depends. All depends on like the price negotiations and like how it all works. But like I intend on keeping my lyricist for a very long time because I really like the way my lyricist works. Positivity in all directions. Would I ever do a song with Taylor Swift? I mean, I'll never say never, but I mean, I'm not like a Swiftie. Like she's not my like singing, you know. Like if I were to sing with someone, I definitely would be more of like a Miley Cyrus kind of person. How can we channel West Coast onto Lulu Canoe? Wait, what? Same blue. Oh, thanks. Taylor Swift concerts consist of like 100 trailers worth of shit to unload. I know, right? Wild. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yes, please no pet names for me. Just call me Dare or Dare Bear. As long as you're doing what you love. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Label would screw you on the 360. Well, I have a really good team behind me right now, so I don't think so. Because like the team I have with me is gonna like go with me throughout the whole entire process. But thank you for being optimistic. That's called sarcasm. Taylor Swift is just okay. I mean, everybody has different opinions on what music they like, so not a Swiftie. It's not my style. Yeah, me either. It's just not. I'm a big Miley fan. I like Olivia Rodrigo. I think she's good. I'm not like I don't listen to all her music. Who else am I like really big into? Miley. I really weirdly like Ash Nico. Excuse me, I hiccuped and burped at the same time. I really like Ash Nico. It's super good. Okay, System of a Down is rad. Good choice. Good choice. Like System of a Down too. I like Taylor and Miley, but I'm not into their music. Yeah, I mean, it's very like girl power and very like, look how hot I am. So I get that. AJR is more my style. Stephanie J. Block. Oh, I really like Paramore. I'm really into Paramore. Really like her stuff. Whatever makes you break, 'cause I got it when I want it now. And if it could, then you knew you would. But God, it just feels so. It just feels so good. Yes, I like Flyleaf too. They're great. I watch my wildest dreams come true. Yeah, that's a good one. Not one of them involved. Oh, whatever makes you bright. 'Cause I got it when I want it now. Anyways, you get the point. Paramore's good. All right, friends. I think I'm going to call it. You like Wrecking Ball? I do too. That's a good one. I think I'm going to call it. So be sure to check me out on all my platforms. Consider becoming a member. The lowest member tier is going to be $1 tomorrow. I have to get Delulu Canoe stuff going. And I just kind of want to be cozy for the rest of the night. I appreciate you all so much for hanging out with me. Be sure to check me out on my website. I have a pay site if you're interested in seeing more of me. I would appreciate you checking that out as well. Lots of love. Thank you all of my mods for being here. I really appreciate you all so much. Maybe you should give Delan a listen. Oh, okay. I'll be in the DMs on LF right after this because I got to go in there. Also, someone was telling me, I think it was Coach was saying you can record the live, but like I can't find it. It's like not saved in my LF anywhere. So like WTF, where is that? Because I cannot find it. I've looked in my vault. It even told me at the very end, it was like, this will be added to your blobbity bloop bloop, and I can't find it. So how much you want to bet I'm going to go look for it right now and it's going to be in there? Because it didn't save to my media cloud. So like, where the F would it be? Anybody know? Ask Carlotta. Oh, that's a great idea. Because I want to sell the video that I did today, but I legitimately cannot find it. Unless I'm like dumb. Yeah, that one's like 11 minutes long. Go to DM, we can work through it. Okay. All right, bye everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Be sure to like this. We didn't even hit 100 likes. Dang, like the stream. Tell your cat and your dog. Blah, ooh. Maybe you could ask those loyal friends maybe next time. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Check out my website. Become friends on the Discord. Bye. Toodaloo.